chị.
One click on your mobile device and you
Quá là
can
đẳng
share
cấp
your
luôn.
business with anyone. Need more
Hải
info?
trong suốt 9 năm làm việc đến thời điểm bây giờ chưa thấy một công ty nào phát triển về kinh doanh hệ thống mà lại đẳng cấp như Crowd1 anh chị ạ. Thật sự là như vậy. Đây phải là nói những cái lời rất là chân thành từ đáy lòng mình là như vậy. Ra mắt sản phẩm mà cứ như là một cái công ty, một tập đoàn hàng đầu thế giới anh chị ạ. Đó là điều hết sức tuyệt vời và đủ hiểu được một điều là gì ạ? Crowd1 tập trung cũng như là đầu tư rất nhiều cho những cái sản phẩm trong thời gian sắp tới, và chúng ta sẽ có một cái tương lai rất là sáng với Crowd1. Và đây là một trong những người mà sẽ rất là trách nhiệm trong thời gian sắp tới. Một nhà đào tạo Peter Jacobson, một cái nhà đào tạo, một cái diễn giả rất là nổi tiếng. Và ông hiện tại đang, nó giống như việc là ông đang đầu quân cho Crowd1 anh chị ạ. Ông là giám đốc đào tạo của Crowd1.
What is your take, and why is personal development so important also in the business sector?
Well, simple as there's no.
Ông là một trong những người mà truyền cảm hứng, một diễn giả truyền cảm hứng, một nhà lãnh đạo, và cũng như là ông ấy có thể là giúp cho rất nhiều những cái cá nhân có thể là phát triển về bản thân, phát triển về tư duy, và phát triển ra rất nhiều thứ anh chị ạ.
And he had a saying, he said, to think is to create. So if you've been thinking a little bit today, you also have been creating. And I thought it was amazing when I discovered, that science has today discovered that we have approximately 60,000 thoughts a day. But we only have one thought at a time. And, personal development, you heard it saying positive thinking. That's a good start. But, you don't get positive if you keep your old mindset. So if you have 60,000 thoughts and only one at a time, it's pretty stupid to that single one to be negative. That's where it starts, kind of.
So how would you say the best way to navigate around personal development? How did you had a mentor? What else have you done in your life to sort of inspire the viewers on how you start with personal development?
Yeah, I think it's important that realize that we all can do it. It's for everyone. But you got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to do some hard work and to put some hours in there, both reading and listening and taking control of yourself through discipline. And back to, I think, when science tells us that we have 60,000 thoughts a day, that's pretty much sums it up. So you are today nothing else than all these thoughts that summed up until today. So if you want to change something, you need to change the way you think. And we have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. And when people say there's in the good book it says that you are nothing else than what you've been thinking all day long. That means that my subconscious mind will pick it up if I have an repetition or an emotional involvement. So the conscious mind is where we read the day, we read people, we read this amazing event, people and stuff through our senses, through our conscious mind. It comes in and turns into a picture. So when we use our senses, smell,
Taste.
Everything.
Sight.
It turns into a picture in our mind. And if we repeat that picture or have an emotional involvement, it goes back into our kind of hard drive. which is our subconscious mind. And if you want to know, 95% of all the decisions that you make during a day, you're not making. Your subconscious is.
Some can correlate it to your intuition. That's why we need to trust our intuition even more. So looking out of a business perspective, what are the key traits? Because a lot of personal development is to get to know yourself. You have to be able to connect with yourself, lead yourself to maybe be able to lead others. What would you say is the correlation of being a successful entrepreneur and really having gone down that path of personal development? And what could you just give 3 strategies to do?
Well, it comes back to the old goal setting. You know, we got to have dreams, because the dreams gives us the driving force to do something, to move forward. But also, when we have that dream, we got to make a plan, put that plan into action. And there's no other way. People, they tend to say, you know, look at him, he got lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it, because you make the choices. And some people have to find out the hard way, and some people have to find out the easy way. But we all have to find out.
And it's also about becoming aware of your thoughts. That's a good beginning many times. We're sort of not really aware of them.
Both yes and no, because I think when you start realizing that you can read something positive, something good, and if you do it several times, or you read the same kind of theme several times, your subconscious will pick it up because you repeat it. If you also have an emotional involvement, like you set goals, you have some goals that really gives you that energy, your subconscious will pick it up. So it's about repetition, it's about doing it, it's about taking action, and it's about discipline yourself, because most people
Den 5 Geo.
Because it's hard work.
But also, I think it was when I was speaking to Jonas and Nhuận a lot about the strategy of Crowd1, is also the aspect of education, that it's so important, that aspect. And that's a lot what you're doing with your Sunday school as well. Tell us a bit more about the educational component in order to drive a thriving, successful approach to business and entrepreneurship like the members of Crowd1.
Yeah, so let's put it this way. Everyone wants to be rich or have more money, don't you think? Everyone wants to have a better place to live, or, you know, do something more. And then they get started, and the old thinking kicks in and tells them, you can't do this. You're too little, you're too small, or you're too poor, or you're too this, you're too that. And the old thinking that has to go away. That's why you say to people, if you want something to change, you got to change. And it's about repetition. It's actually doing it every day, because, you know, we got this 24-hour period. We can't go back to yesterday and change something, and tomorrow hasn't come here yet. So it's these 24 hours when you wake up in the morning. So my mentor, he told me, you got to have a program of success when you wake up in the morning. If you don't have one, you don't have one.
And program of success, is that defining what your day will look like, the art of manifestation and visualization, is that it?
It's more like you got to have a plan.
A plan.
So when you wake up in the morning, you got to know, this I got to do, this, and you write it down, you know, and that turns into a habit. You start writing things down, and that also is the second thing that you will pick up, because your subconscious will play with you now, you know, starting to relate to what you're doing.
So in addition to personal development and really having a plan for your day and sort of executing on that plan, what else, to sort of round off, what else would you like to convey to the members of Crowd1, to the strategies of being that resilient entrepreneur in this day and time as well, because it does give it means a lot of effort, but there's also a lot of rewards.
Yeah. People won't change until conviction kicks in. So there's so many things. You got to surround yourself with successful people, of course, you know, the positive thinkers, like Johan used to say, and and also realize that it takes time. Time is your best friend, because nothing is happening overnight. It takes time, and you got to stay on course. And when you have a plan, follow your plan. You know, be focused. But most of all, it is about those small things. You got to realize that when we're born, you know, we come out of our mother's womb. There's not a tag that says, "Oh, this one is a loser. You put him over here," and another one comes out and says, "Oh, this one is a successful one." We all come out with the same chances in life, and we don't have the same starting point, but we have the same possibilities.
And what's your personal definition of success? What is success to you? How is it defined in your life?
It's so personal, but success is being better than you were yesterday. And don't compare yourself with others people, because you can only compare yourself with yourself. And be a little bit better, and just stay on course, stay on your path, you know, fulfill your dreams.
Fulfill your dreams. And last but not least, what is the best thing with being part of Crowd1 out of an entrepreneurial perspective?
I think because you get both worlds. You know, here the founders have created a system which is astonishing for all the people around the world. And what we did, we put some old-fashioned education too, because that's unheard of in the online marketing business. So you get the best of the both worlds. You can make money, you can educate yourself, you can be part of a team and grow as a person.
Educate yourself, be part of a team, and grow as a person.
Yeah.
With those words, thank you very much, Peter Jacobsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached the point in the show when it's time to congratulate our highest titles. It's time for our amazing ambassadors.
So let's congratulate them, our titles of ambassadors. Welcome up on stage, Vision 60 and Castle.
Wow, đây là cấp bậc ambassador. Đây là 3 người đầu tiên trên thế giới đạt cấp bậc cao nhất của Crowd1 anh chị. Cấp bậc này được gọi là đại sứ của Crowd1.
Loreen, it says that music is to the soul what words are to the mind, and that rings so true when we listen to this powerful voice, woman and artist, Swedish-Moroccan artist and music producer Loreen, who won the Eurovision Song Contest with this exact song, Euphoria, in 2012. Now back to Crowd1, and it's time for yet another representative from the Crowd1 management, or two representatives from the Crowd1 management, who will be taking the stage to talk about company updates, new offices to open, and also a new educational package. So with that, I hand over the stage to Jonathan Ström och Johan Westerdahl.
Thank you, so great to be back. That was a fantastic show, and it's good to be standing here with you again.
It's nice to be here with you, Jonathan, and talking about some updates that is coming and other things. And last time we were here, we talked about things that was rolling out, and you talked about the new support pieces, the new support system that we were launching.
Quay trở
What has
lại với
happened?
Since last time, I think it's great to see how the chatbot function is really working. We see that quite a lot of people using it. We have also seen that we are now offering twice as many minutes as we did last time.
Đây là một
So
điều
the
hết
new
sức
guys
tuyệt
are up
vời.
to speed, and of course, we
Với
just improve.
cá nhân
The
Hải
same thing, of
và
course,
bên
with the
nhóm của
chatbot,
Hải
we will
cảm nhận điều này.
continue on improving the service and add
Đúng không? Bởi
more
vì khi mà trước đây thì chúng ta chỉ nhìn thấy
answers
những cái
and questions
gói rất là
as
nhỏ
well.
và rất là
Yeah,
bất
over
tiện
the
cho việc là
times,
chúng
since
ta
last
đăng ký
event,
chứng
we
minh
have
thư, bởi vì một
also
chứng minh thư gói
launched
tối
quite a
đa
lot
chỉ
of
cần
things
là
around the legal
gói
and
là
compliance departments.
3.999
We have a new
euro thôi.
software that
Đấy,
is
cho nên là ví
scanning
dụ như có những nhà đầu
the
tư mà họ đầu tư lớn chẳng hạn, thì
social
họ
media
lại chỉ
platforms to
họ
see
lại phải
everything
đăng
that
ký
is
rất là
written
nhiều chứng minh
about
thư.
us, and
Và
legal
cái điều
to
đấy là
handle
điều mà
all
rất
the
là
things
bất
that
tiện
is
trong cái việc
around
KYC.
external people
Và hy
writing
vọng là
out,
trong
and
thời gian
the
tới là
compliance
Crowd1 sẽ có
department
những
will
cái bước tiến triển,
look
sẽ
at
có
what the
thêm những
network
cái
view,
gói
all
lớn
the
cho nhà đầu
affiliates
tư
are
lớn.
doing
Được
around
chưa?
this out there, positive and negative, and come back to you. But I also know that you have been quite for a time now in Sweden, but that's not the place you want to be. It has been because of the Corona shutdown. So I think you have something to tell about.
It's been some strange times, of course. I mean, this COVID-19. I really, of course, miss Nigeria. I miss to be able to travel again, as I mentioned before. And I'm so happy to today then present that we are going to open the office in Lagos and in Nigeria. More information about this will, of course, come in your back office. But great steps in Africa. In addition to this, we've also done some updates in our back office. So can you tell us a little bit about these updates?
Yeah, and the first update we're doing is that we are moving from presenting euros, that is a local European currency, to business points, that is a generic global point system that we is working with. We have them already in the system, so it's nothing new. It's just that we're moving from presenting euros to business points. And we will look at two slides where we can see how it's looking. First, here in the user log, you see that we are presenting the BPs instead of the euros. And when you do the purchases in the back office, you will also do that in BPs. And we can look at here, if you should have bought event tickets to this event, it would have been in BPs instead of euros. So that is one change. Yeah. And the other one that is a little bit that you will see is that we are going from presenting amounts around rewards to just presenting the number of rewards you earn in Streamline, you earn in getting the packages, etc. And we could also look at how that will look, because I think you have some pictures for that, Jonas. Yeah, this is in the Streamline. You see how much new rewards you get in the Streamline every week, and remember, claim them, because they'll gone the next week if you don't claim them. And then we have the picture of the packages, and here we look at the different numbers of rewards you get in the different educational packages. So that is a change. But we're also doing some other changes that I know that you have a bit to talk about on.
We are adding some supporting documents to the back office. I think some of them are really something that we need to make it slightly easier for people. You have some updates around the legal aspects, right?
Yeah, there will be a number of new documents, old and new ones, around the legal and compliance things that will be there, like the terms and condition, income disclaimer, privacy policy, all the interesting fun thing, you know. And there will be a huge document called the processes and procedures. And that's a little Bible of how we should work, how we should behave. And that is how the compliance are looking on all of us. So that is, but there are also other type of documents in this section that we're adding.
For sure. So we're adding a more robust idea about the business. So you're getting a business presentation in the back office as well. In addition to that, we're going to add a specific chapter about what we are and what we are not. This is extremely key for everyone. For the authorities, but also for you guys when you're out talking about the business. You are not allowed to talk about certain things because we are not selling financial products.
Yeah, and that means that together on one place you will have everything, so you can read it easily, you can download documents, and you can work with them. And there will be new documents, new things coming there all the time. But I think it's time for us to start thinking about getting back to the office, starting to work, work hard like you do all the time to be able to present new things on the next event that is only in 4 weeks' time. So thank you, Jonathan, for being sharing the scene with me right now.
Thank you for having me here. Pleasure. Thank you.
What an entertainment. Thank you so much to the dynamic duo, Carl Dial and Rennie Miro, a fantastic duo and two of Sweden's most popular and established singers, artists, and dancers. So do also check out their show, the High Society online show, which is also very popular. Now, we're already at the last speaker of today, so I want to welcome up on stage Sverker Karon, Crowd1's Chief Product Officer. The stage is yours, Sverker.
Hello, everybody. What a day we had so far. We had world-class artists.
Wow, chúng ta đón chào
new products. We have got some
Skiver Kern
updates, and we have made
là một người mà
concept so much better, all in one day. I'm
CEO
excited.
về phần
Wow.
thiết kế văn phòng.
We have something more. We have the C-Store. What is that? The C-Store is
Vừa rồi thì anh chị cũng nhìn thấy là một trong những cái tool sắp tới của Crowd1. Một cái phần mềm, một cái ứng dụng mới. Anh chị nhìn thấy không ạ? Wow, chúng ta nhìn thấy lộ trình Crowd1 đi chưa?
And you will find those products there as well. So instead of searching all over the place,
các sản phẩm về du lịch. Đó, anh chị nhìn thấy không ạ? Crowd1 có Afigo, Mister, Epic Lotto, trên là cái sản phẩm về du lịch. Và thời gian sắp tới chúng ta sẽ có thêm một cái C Store, tức là Crowd1 Store. Có thể chúng ta sẽ có một cái cửa hàng trực tuyến của Crowd1. Đây là một cái điều hết sức tuyệt vời đúng không anh chị?
Amazon yet, but hey, Amazon, they are 25 years old. They have 100 million Prime members so far. We have soon 7 million members, and if we keep up that tempo now, we will have more than 100 million members already next year. So it's incredible what you have managed to do in such a short period of time.
Bản thân ông Caron thì ông có nói là ông muốn cái định hướng của cái C-Store này nó giống như là Amazon, và Amazon đã hoạt động được khoảng 25 năm rồi anh chị. 20 năm nay, và Amazon có hơn 10 triệu người dùng là những thành viên giống như thành viên vàng, thành viên VIP ấy, anh chị ạ, trên toàn thế giới. Và Crowd1 thì là hiện tại đang có 7 triệu thành viên. Và cái sang năm tiếp theo là sẽ là ông ấy định hướng là 100 triệu thành viên sử dụng cái C-Store này.
And safer, the first product for a local market in Crowd1. We are such a big company, so we will launch products.
Đó, đây là tất cả những cái sản phẩm mà Crowd1 có trong thời gian sắp tới, anh chị nhìn thấy nhá. My GitHub nó là một cái về các cái gói giáo dục, Afigo là về cá cược. Cái mảng Crowd kia thì Hải chưa rõ, nhưng mà cái loại live trend kia thì nó là về du lịch. STEP thì cũng chưa rõ. Epic Lotto nó về xổ số điện tử, và Mister nó về game nha anh chị nhá. Lifestyle Entertainment kia là nó là những cái về phong cách sống, rồi là về công nghệ, về những cái hoạt động, những cái tạp chí của Crowd1. Anh chị nhìn thấy ạ, trong thời gian tới Crowd1 tung ra rất nhiều các cái loại sản phẩm. Làm gì ạ? Để người dùng có nhu cầu, một trong số các nhu cầu đó họ sử dụng những cái dịch vụ và sản phẩm Crowd1 liên kết được. hầu hết tất cả những công ty đó đều là công ty mà Crowd1 liên kết anh chị nhá. Cho nên là gì ạ? Cái doanh thu nó đến từ việc là những người mà trong cây cộng đồng này đang là 7 triệu thành viên, họ sử dụng một trong số những cái sản phẩm và những cái dịch vụ đó ấy, thì họ phải trả phí cho bên thứ ba. Khi mà bên thứ ba có doanh thu, có lợi nhuận thì lại phải trả phí ngược cho Crowd1. Đó là cách mà Crowd1 đang vận hành anh chị nhá. Tạo ra một cái mạng xã hội, tạo ra một cái cộng đồng rất là lớn, và chúng ta đang đi rất đúng hướng, đúng không ạ?